We got the Apple Watch Series 7 in green, in red, in blue, in starlight, and in midnight. So we're going to take a closer look at these watches in the studio, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like in real life on light, medium, and dark skin types to help you decide which one's the right style for you. My first impression of the Apple Watch Series 7 colors is I think that they're all gorgeous. I do have favorites, of course, but we'll get to that later on. Let's start with the midnight. I think it's very understated and it's very sleek. It's the perfect color if you want to wear it in the daytime, but also suitable to wear for like evening events and in the nighttime as well. The starlight, this one is a really interesting color because it's a warm silver. It's got a slight yellow tinge to it. I really like this one. This blue one pops because it's got a really shiny finish on the case. It looks a little bit more shiny than say the darker colors we have on either side over here. I think this one's really nice. That brings us to the red. The red, this one's obviously the brightest and most vibrant one. This one's really popping off. If you want to make a statement, then this is the Apple Watch colors to get. Now the green, this is a lovely dark forest green. I've had a few people come up to me and tell me that this is their favorite color. It doesn't surprise me. It's something very different. And if you've got the green iPhone 13, you can match your watch with your iPhone 13. So that's a pretty cool, nice to have. Just a little nice touch. You might already know which one you want to get just from these first impressions, but I'm going to try each one on so you get a better sense of what it looks like on my wrist. It's so dark, like it's such a subtle green. If you swapped out the band for a different color, you'd be forgiven for mistaking that this is just, you know, something very neutral. It's only when you get a little bit closer that you see it's actually a green. It's a dark green. So this is really nice. I do really like this one. Next up, we have the eccentric red. This is the most bold color in the lineup. For me, this one's probably a little bit too much. I think it is really, really bright. Then again, I have got it with a red strap over here. If you styled it with a black strap, it might be a little bit more subtle. I don't think subtle is the right word, but it might be less in your face. This red on red combination, certainly I wouldn't wear it for every occasion, only for every now and then, but you might really like this one. So that's what it looks like on the wrist. Next up, we have the blue. The blue is a new color for the Apple Watch Series 7s. They've gone for a really nice shade of it as well. It's not too bright and it's not too in your face, but at the same time, it's not too dark either. It's got this perfect middle ground. And the finish on it is nice. It's got a really nice shine. So it looks like a very premium Apple Watch nonetheless. I still wouldn't wear this one every day, but I do like it. Okay, so next up we have the Starlight. Now this is actually my Apple Watch. This is the one that I've been using every day. I have two Starlights in 45mm and 41mm because I love the color so much. I really thought that this sort of yellow silver was something really different, but it was still classy at the same time because it was a silver. I also like to combine the Starlight over here with a darker strap because I think it helps it pop a lot more. If you wanted to play it safe, then you would go for something like the Midnight over here. I think that this is, you know, tried and tested and timeless. It works with every outfit you might choose and it goes with everyone's skin types. What I like about the Midnight is you can't really distinguish where the screen ends and the midnight starts. You can if you get close, but it looks like it's just one thing, right? You could argue it's a bit boring. I would say it's just safe. In this video, I promise to help you choose a color, and you might not have chosen a color just from looking at it on my wrist. And if you haven't, then there are two different lenses we can look at how to choose a color. The first one is taking a subjective approach. Just go with whatever you think looks nice. Trust your gut feeling. If you choose a watch that you deep down really like, you're gonna feel confident rocking it, and you're more likely to use it every day. So just go with your gut feeling is the first way to be able to choose a color. But if you're still on the fence and you seriously don't know which one to choose, we can get a bit more objective about it. I like to choose colors which contrast and complement my skin color on my wrist. For me, that's the Starlight. The Starlight is my personal favorite. For other people, it might be different. And I decided then to give these watches to my friends to model, to try it on. And I would show you what these watches look like on a light skin complexion, a medium skin complexion, and a dark skin complexion. So we've got the Midnight, which looks great over here. You can also see what the green looks like. Both of these colors are quite dark and I think they work quite well. Now you can see the red. I think the red really pops off. And so does the blue. The blue does look quite nice over here. And to finish with, you can see what Starlight looks like. On a medium complexion, you can see what the Midnight color looks like. And here is the green. And now for the red. And then there's the blue, which is the middle ground. It pops, but doesn't pop too much. And then we have the Starlight. The Starlight is my favorite. I think it's really, really nice. Cool, that brings us to a deeper, darker complexion. You can see what the Midnight looks like on that wrist. And now you can see the green. And next up we have the red. And now let's try out the blue. And to finish with, the Starlight. If it helps, the most popular colors that I found people saying was the green, the Starlight, and the Midnight. Most people go for one of those three. It doesn't surprise me because the Midnight is kind of like similar to a black, the Starlight is kind of similar to a white, and the green is nowhere near as loud as the red and the blue. So it doesn't surprise me that these three are people's favorites, or the most popular that I've found people commenting in my YouTube videos. Next up, if you're choosing how to pick one of these colors, one way to think about it is not just by your skin complexion. You can also think about which outfits you're gonna wear your Apple Watch with. Are you someone that's gonna be training with it all the time and using it for fitness? Or maybe you're wearing it to work. Also remember that we're just looking at the Apple Watch case colors over here. We haven't even started talking about the straps, and maybe I'll make another video on that. Just keep in mind that you can buy multiple straps and you can change them out and it will suit for different occasions depending on what you're feeling like that day. We can also create contrast using the straps like I showed earlier. We've got the Starlight with a darker strap, which you might prefer to having a red on red, you know, strap and case like we have over here. There aren't that many colors, but I still think it's important to choose one that you like because it's an expression of who you are. You should go with which Apple Watch color you like, not what someone on the internet says to go and get. I hope by seeing these watches in different situations, you get a feel of what they might look like in real life versus on the Apple Watch website or in the Apple Watch store where they have perfect lighting conditions. I hope that with this new information, you can make a better decision around which one you want to buy. Remember, you can always buy a color, and if you're buying it new from a reputable retailer, you can return it if you don't like it and get a different color. So don't overthink it. Go with your gut feeling, get the one you want, and then see if you like it. Once you've decided the color, you've only solved a third of the problem. There's still the choice of which size Apple Watch to get, the 41mm versus the 45mm, and there's still the choice of whether to get cellular or GPS only. I answer both of those questions in the videos linked up above. Thank you very much for watching.